all. Hey guys, so we got the owners of UChat here. UChat is a chat bot, not just for Google My Business, but across the board. I can't think of any platform it probably doesn't connect with. We're going to have Matt and then Ali. Ali, please, yeah, you're already unmuted. Matt and Ali will be doing the demo today. Let me give y'all screen sharing access, and I will go ahead and pin both of y'all up here so we can get started. How we normally run the class is we just basically do the demo. They're going to be popping in questions the entire time, and then towards the end we'll do our best to kind of answer everybody. So let's see here. All right, y'all are good to go. I appreciate it.
Okay. So my name is Matthew. I'm the co-founder, one of the co-founders of UChat. So UChat is kind of a chatbot platform that support, allow you to build the chatbot without any codings. So I will just my plan is I will just first give you an overview of the platform, and then we will go to, specifically about Google My Business, the chatbot. And then I will show you, go back into the flow builder to see actually, just to get a brief overview about how to build the chatbot. And at the last, if you have any questions, I will answer that, after the demo, okay? So now let me first share my screen. If you go to uchat.com.au and you go to the features, that is the features we support and the difference between our platform with all the currently available platform over there. Okay, I will just go through them quickly. First is we are multiple channel support. Okay, you can build the chatbot across all the 8 channels we already have. For example, you can build the chatbot in Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp and SMS and Telegram, Slack, WeChat, Voice, and Google Business Messenger. Okay, it's a multiple channel support platform. And the most unique features is like you can build the IVRs, chatbot. It's like, for example, the phone numbers, the business listing on the, on the Google My Business page, that phone number can actually connect to these IVRs. You can answer the common questions. You can transfer the phone calls. They can leave the messages, and you can even take the payment in the phone calls. Okay, that's one of the unique features we support, and you can upsell your client to build a more advanced IVRs for their business. Okay, and this is the new channel we introduced. Is the main demo I'm going to do. And also we support you to build the WhatsApp chatbot. We have the, I think the best pricing. We partner with 360 Dialogue, which is official Facebook, official Facebook WhatsApp, business provider. Okay, they support the most recent released features from WhatsApp. For example, the buttons, the list features, and the pricing we get for them is $5 per month. That's a fixed price, and that is unlimited session messages you can send. Okay, but there are extra charges if you are sending out of 24-hour window or the template messages, but we do not add any markup based on what Facebook is charging. And that's our WhatsApp chatbot. And we have the very easy to use drag and drop flow builder, which you will see later. Okay, and also not only it's easy to use, we have also the developer friendly features, like we integrate with Dialogflow for the AI. So every sentence your customer type across all these channels, if you want, you can actually send this text, go to Dialogflow to recognize the intent, and then send the response back to that channel. And also we have, the external request. We have the built-in database. We have the JavaScript functions you can build right in the flow. And you can also send the dynamic content back, to the chatbot. So that's a lot of advanced features if you know how to coding, okay? And also we have the e-commerce. You can set up once and sell the product across all these channels, okay? Even in Google Business Messenger. And also we offer that the live chat and inbox, so that if your customers want to reach to human support, we will, you can reply, you will receive the notifications, and then you can reply in this inbox and the live chat with your client, okay, across all the channels we support. And the last is the integration. We have a lot of built-in integrations, which I will show you later. And also we have, you are able to build the mini apps. It's kind of the app store. You can build the integrations with the third parties in our platform. And once you install that app, you can use that app across all the channels, okay? And also we integrate with Zapier and the Public Connect. You can use that to integrate with other platforms. The last is we offer the white label. We offer you can brand this whole platform and your own brand name, okay? That's the features we have. And now let me get back to the Google Business Messenger chatbot, okay? So now let me go through it. So when we are talking about the chatbot, the first impression I think we are having is, Messenger. Because why? Because Facebook is very advanced, is leading this chatbot market, okay? They have the Facebook Messenger, and they just open the Instagram chatbot for all accounts, okay? Previously, they have the limitations on how many followers you have, but now they remove that. Every Instagram account can build the chatbot, okay? And also, they are making a lot of changes for WhatsApp also. I think from the information I had is next month, I think it's 12th September, Facebook will remove the limitation if the requirement for you to have a verified Facebook Business Messenger and to get a WhatsApp business number, okay? Before, even currently, it's mandatory. You need to verify your business to get a number to build the chatbot. But in September, they will remove that. You think about all the big moves Facebook is making in the chatbot space, okay? So now the question is, where is Google and Apple? They are all big internet companies, right? So what they are doing? So for Google, they have the RCS messages, which is kind of like the SMS, but they have the buttons and all the rich media, all the extra functions. And currently, I think a lot of carriers in US and the UK and France and some part of the India, Google is rolling this service to those markets. And also Google is introducing Google Business Messenger, which is very new, okay? And it's going to catch up with what Facebook is having, okay? I will get to that later. And for Apple, what they are doing? Apple have introduced that is called Apple Business Chat. So what it does is every iPhone, they have the iMessage, right? And you can actually verify your business and chat to your business in the iMessage app you are having. So that's what they are doing. They are catching up with Facebook. So now let's get back to the benefit of Google Business Messenger. The benefit is people, if you got any questions, you go to Google to search, right? And also the messaging provide the the best user experience. We do not want to write emails to get the reply. We do not want to call them, it takes a lot of time. We do not want to send the message. We want to chat to get our problem solved. Okay, we want to track our order, or to ask simple questions. The bot should be easier and the best way to handle this case. Okay, so Google Business Messenger is kind of the combination of these two parts. When you are searching, and there's a chatbot solutions to help you to automate this process. So that's how you can build the chatbot to reach the customers through Google search and the Google Maps. Okay, so that's a very huge potentials of that. Why? Because 70% of the world phone and the tablet run on Android device, which is supported by Google. Okay, and 92% of the online search happens on Google. That's just they dominated the search market for that. And 66 of US consumers use Google Map as the navigation. So all these data you have seen, whether it's Android device, whether it's Google Maps, whether it's Google search, all these customers, you can be right in front of them. You can offer the service to them to automate your business. Okay, let's see the benefits. So the benefits, the first is you can start the conversation right from the Google search and the Google Maps that we already covered. And the second is you can automate your business. What I mean by that, you can answer the most frequently asked questions. You can qualify the leads. You can book the appointment. You can set up your e-commerce, or you can take the payment in the chatbot. Okay, so everything you can do that with our platform. I will show you later. Okay, and the last is Google is new into the market, so they do not charge any fees for using the service. Imagine you are using Facebook Messenger, and if the user is out of the 24-hour window, you need to pay, unless you can get the one-time notification. But if you do not have that, you need to pay to reach them. Okay, and also there's only 24 hours window limitations. For Google, it's 30 days. Okay, if you reply them, if they ask you a question, you go to inbox and reply them, it will send the immediate push notification to their mobile phone. Okay, once they click that message, it will lead them to the Google Maps, and then you can actually, start talking. You have 30 days window to communicate with your customers. You do not have that luxury with Facebook. And also, Google validates your business, and all the communications between end user and the business are encrypted. Okay, it's a secure conversation. So now let me show you a demo of what it looks like and show you a few features of how this can help your business. Okay, let me first share my screen here. Okay, so first, let me show you, if I go to Google, because I'm in Australia, UChat is built from scratch from Australia. So we already enabled, we have the customer from Canada, Singapore, Australia, US already using, pushing this chatbot to their customers already, okay? And let me show you, if I search UChat, I'm in Australia, right? So if I search in Google, you can see the search result. I have the call. By the way, you can connect this phone number with our IVRs, okay? It will transfer your phone call, they can leave the message, and you can recognize what they are saying and then pick up the keywords, go to different flows. So we will cover that later. And you have the directions, you have the website, and you also have a chat button. So that is one place it will show up, okay? if you go to Google Map, for example, if I go to Google Map and I'm searching UChat, and you get directions, you get calls, you get a share, you get the website, you also get a chat button. So I can actually also start chatting with the business from Google Map. Okay, this two, all I will cover the entry point later because Google offer more entry point. If you are a non-local business, there are entry point like the set links or the feature card, all those locations, they will surface the chat buttons also. So these two, the Google search and Google Map, are the basic, okay? They will always show up if you launch the chatbot with our platform. So I can type anything, for example, it will pop up a conversation. And let me see, okay, it will pop up the conversation. This is a 2 minutes introduction about our platform. You can visit our website. You can talk to the human support, which we will receive. And I will just show you I think the most of the business is the 3 goals of the chatbot. Okay, you are either answer the most frequently asked question. That's too easy to set up, so I'm not showing that. And you are also can qualify the leads, collect the information, send the notifications to the business, and also you can take the book the appointment and also the e-commerce. So I will go through these 3 features every business, depending on your business, you will need. Okay. First, let me show you how to qualify the leads. If I click this, there is a button, Google Business Support, you can send the buttons, the cards, galleries, and also I think you can send the attachments. Okay, so it will ask, what's my name? Okay, so I will type Matthew. And what's your email? By the way, I didn't validate the email address, but you can actually validate if this email is valid or not. Okay, and let me show you. This is the Google Sheet. I'm collecting the leads. Okay, now you can see it's empty. So after I send the message, let me see. I already send the message. Okay, it will show me because I also send me emails. I also send me the SMS. We have 4 notifications you can use. Okay, you can notify your client by email, by SMS, by Slack, and by phone call. Okay, so and now let's go back to the Google Sheet. You will able to see that the data is already coming. And let me show you the back end. We also have the built-in database. So if you go to integrations, there is a data store, and I push my data here also. As you can see, the data is already coming. And in the future, we will allow you to connect to your external database because that's the privacy. We want to respect your privacy. You can store your custom data somewhere else, and we will make the connections. Okay, you can save the data into your own data store or pull the data out of your own data store. So that's collecting the leads. Okay, you can also verify the emails. You can also send the follow-up if they didn't finish. You can send the reminders or something like that. So now let me show you if you want to book an appointment, how you to do that. So you can click the book appointment. And now currently we have 2 different ways for you to book appointment. One is we have the built-in book appointment feature. Okay, it's a very simple one. Okay, it doesn't check is any conflict with the calendar or something like that. It's just simply ask them to select a date and a time. Let me show you. It's a very simple one. And select date and time, and you can just select the date. You can pick the time, what time. Already integrate with Calendly. So let me show you what the process looks like if you want to book the appointment for your customer. Okay, it's a very seamless experience. So for example, when I click this, I want to book appointment at 10 a.m. confirm. And here you will see the name and email is already pre-filled, because if we have that information in the chatbot, we will pre-fill them for you, for your customer. Okay, if they can also always change, but if they are comfortable with this email and name, they can go ahead with it. Okay, so I will just type some descriptions is GMB demos. Now you click schedule the events. It's confirmed. So what will happen? You will receive immediately the confirmed details. I also received the Gmail notifications. You will receive name, email, date, and time. If you ask a few questions, qualified questions, you can also pull those questions back in this confirmation, or you can send those notification to yourself. Okay, you can send it to your emails or something like that. And also we provide you the option for your customers if they want to reschedule or cancel. For example, that time doesn't work for me and I want to reschedule. And I want to reschedule the same day, but I want it to be 1 p.m. Now you click confirm. So reason to change something here. Okay, I can update the events and it's just got rescheduled. You will receive, you will receive the rescheduled confirmation. Your appointment with UChat just rescheduled and the new date time is here. You can also cancel your appointment. So cancel. And then when you click that, it will be canceled. You will receive the notifications too, right? This is canceled. And also, let me share. You can also send reminders to them, because all that data is sent in one of the custom fields. So we have a lot of triggers you can use. So let me show you. If you go to content, if you go to automations, there is a trigger. Okay, so you can actually build the trigger. We have the date time-based trigger. So your appointment date will be saved in one of your custom fields. You can actually send the reminder to your customer 1 day before, 1 hour before, just to to remind them, are they coming to the appointment or not? And also you can attach the Zoom link in. If you connect the Zoom with Calendly, you can attach the Zoom link directly when you are sending them the confirmation. So that's I think that's the appointment. So now let's get back to the last is the e-commerce, because we have the built-in e-commerce feature. Okay, you can add the product, add the collections, and you can set up the coupon codes, and it will be a full e-commerce right in the chatbot. So let me first show you the native e-commerce integration. By the way, if you guys can search in UChat I think you can also play with it. So this is all the customer, all the product we have. And you can click add to cart. And it will show you, okay, this product is add to cart. And you can go to your shopping cart and start the checkout process. So let me click go to cart. I can choose add one more, remove the product, or empty the cart. Also, I can click the checkout. So it will take you to the checkout page. On this checkout page, same as the name and email or phone, if we already have that information, we will preview for the customer. They can just put the credit card here. We are using the Stripe integrations for the payment currently. So you can click pay and it will show you that it's already paid. And you can pull up the order information, like the order ID or something else, okay? And also, this is for the full e-commerce integrations. Also, we provide you a very flexible dynamic checkout. What that means? Because we integrate with Stripe, right? So if you create the product in Stripe, whether it's one-time payment or subscriptions, you can pull that product directly into all the channels we support, and the customers can buy that product and receive the confirmation right in the chatbot. And also, besides this, you can also create a dynamic checkout page. What do I mean by dynamic? Because the product name, the price, and the picture of the product can be, you can use a custom fields for that, so that the page will be dynamic populated on hosting on Stripe. Okay, so let me show you. So if I click buy now, as you can see, all these informations, the picture, the product name, the price, and the description, all this is populated from my custom fields. Okay, so if I change the price to 99, the checkout page will be changed. Okay, if you are taking the payment for the service or for the appointment, and then you can take the payment and then send them to the appointment link, or after the appointment you can send them the link for them to pay. Okay, so as you can see, the email is pre-filled, and I can type my credit card. This is the sandbox, so it's a dummy card, no matter, and I can type my name, and the customer can choose to save the information to pay. They can choose to save the information. This information will save into Stripe. Okay, we do not host any sensitive information like that. If they choose save information, for the next time, they do not need to type the card. Okay, they just need to click pay. But let me just pay this, and then it will show you its payment is done, and you will receive the instant notifications right in the chatbot. Okay, so basically that's the demo, guys. I show you guys how to collect the leads, qualify the leads, and also how you are able to book the appointment, and how you can sell stuff in the chatbot. So let me get back to the our platform, and I will do a simple walkthrough just to for you to have an idea about our interface, about our flow builder. Okay, and also see all the cool integrations we already have. And also I will show you the step-by-step and the basic steps how to connect your Google My Business to build the chatbot. So the simple interface is that this is your account details. Okay, you can email us for support or go through our documentations, join our Facebook group. And this is a dashboard. You can see how many total users you have, how many chatbot you have across all the channels we support. Okay, and here is all the channels we support currently: Facebook, Telegram, Slack, WeChat, WhatsApp, SMS, voice, and Google. Okay, we already working on Instagram. I think it will be, released. That will be a next channel will be add to the platform. So also, if you go to analytics, it will show you the numbers, how many messages, how many emails, and also the demographic data of the users. Okay. And also we have the unified live chat inbox. It combines the inbox or human support, for all the channels we support. You do not need to go in each individual channel and to find the conversation. You can just go here and see all the conversations we have, and you can reply them, right here. You can add the note. You can add the tags to the user. You can, subscribe them to particular sequence. So that's the live chat. So now let's go to the integrations. So this is the integrations we currently have. You can integrate for the phone number, because the WhatsApp, the SMS, and the voice are all using phone numbers, right? So we have, a couple of, these 4 providers, each for different channels, but you can just connect with your account, and then your numbers will be here. You can build the voice flow or build the SMS chatbot with them, okay? And we have the mini app. What we call it is mini app. It's kind of the app store that you can install and use across across all the channels in the flow builder. For example, we have active campaign. If you collect the leads, you can send the contact directly to the active campaign. We have the voice maker, because it provides a much better human-like voice. It can convert the text you typed into a human-like voice. We use that in the voice flow, IVRs. And the Panda checkout is a one-click upsell checkout solutions for the chatbot, and the Google Translate and the phone numbers. So if you are a developer, you can actually build these apps. It will available to all our users. Okay, you can sell the apps. You can so that's a lot of potential user cases over here. Okay, that's the App Store. So this is the Stripe integration, Shopify integrations. So Shopify integrations, we already have most of the part done. Okay, currently we are working on the checkout page, because Shopify requires to use their own checkout page. So we need to replace that. And after that, we will submit our apps to their public store. It will take a while, but we will get it done. This is the Calendly integrations, Slack integrations, Zapier and the Public Connect integrations if you want to send the data to other third-party apps. This is the Dialogflow integrations. So if you want to add the AI into any of these channels, you can integrate with Dialogflow. And the Google Sheet integrations, data store, I already show you, and emails. So you can send emails across all the channels we support, and plus not only send the emails, you can also trigger if the user opened the emails or not. So there will be more triggers built, but currently we support you to detect whether this emails is opened or not. And then you can trigger the reminder or something like that later, okay? You can use your own SMTP to integrate with the emails, or you can also use your Gmail account, your SendGrid account. So we have Zoho, MailChimp integrations for the CRMs. For the e-commerce, it's just like the regular. You have the product, you have the collections, you can create a discount code, you can see all the shopping cart, and you can see all the order details. And across the channels, you will say, okay? And this is the settings for the business operation hours. And yeah, that's for the e-commerce. And also you can build your own template of your apps. So let me show you my account. Actually, I built the apps. So as you can see, this is the apps I built, and there is a trigger action, API access. You can select. So
Matt,
you
your
can build
screen is really blurry. I don't know if maybe you could stop the screen share and reopen it, but it's really blurry.
Okay. Just have a general idea then. I think you guys can see later. So you can also have the template. So let me reshare my screen. Okay, so easier. How I can do that? Let me. Okay. So wait a minute. Okay, so better now, right? You guys see? Okay, so yeah, here's the apps you can build. Here's a template you can build. Okay, that's the interface. Now let me get to the flow builder. Okay, that's the last part. I will show you. Oh, I still need to show you how to connect. With your Google My Business. So let me show you here. So let me go to my account to show you. So first, let me disconnect my Gmail account. So what you need to do to build the chatbot is first you need to connect your Google account, okay? And once you click this, you select the Gmail account and you click continue. And then you sync the location. So all the business that whether you are the owner of the business or you are the manager of the business, will show up here. Okay, and then you can start create the let me see. So let me share this one. So let me share the screen here. So once you your business is showing up here, you can start building your chatbot. Let me show you the steps, what it looks like. First, okay. So the first is connect your Google account, right? I already show you. And after you create the Google account, you need to create an agent, okay? After you create the agent, you can already build the flow and test the flow, okay? Everything you can already start. And after everything goes well, you think you are ready to launch, and then you need to verify your agent. So by verify your agent, there are two ways. There are two different methods. One, let me show you, is called, they have the options is called local or non-local. For local, the difference is for the local business, the agent verification is automatically done, okay? That means when you submit to verify your agent, it will immediately verified, okay? So the difference is for local business, the only available entry point for that is Google search and Google map, okay? There is another option, is called non-local. So for the non-local business, you are applying for the agent. It's a manual verification process. So I will show you the step by step, but you need to send the emails to Google and wait, I think it's a 7 days or something. They will reply you back to verify your agent. The difference is the entry point. There are more entry point. Okay, it's Google search, Google map, and the stat links, the feature card, you can also have the website buttons, and that button will lead to the chatbot. So let me show you the instant verification process. Okay, so this is for you to let me first show you here is how you can here, because all these business are already launched. So let me just show you, this is interface for you to create the agent. Okay, create, but do not verify it first, because once you are verified, all this information you cannot change. Okay, so when you create the agent, the name you cannot change. It will be pulled from that business, and you need to provide your phone numbers here, provide your website URL, provide the privacy URL, choose your time zone. Okay, select your logo, and most importantly, select the entry point you want for this business. Okay, the difference for different entry point I already covered. Okay, the verification process is different, and the entry point, the available entry point is different. Okay, I always choose local because it's automatic process. I do not want to go through the manual verification process. So once you create the agent profile, you can start building the chatbot. And if you click this button, scan this QR code, it will take you to Google Maps. Okay, you can preview, you can trigger the flow, you can start testing, you can start building it, you can start testing. So this is the flow builder. And let me click in, and you will able to see that it's kind of like if you are using ManyChat or ChatTrace or Chatfield platform like that, you will be much more familiar with all these modules. Okay, you can send the message, you can you ask the user input for them to provide you, I think, email, phone number, or date, or something like that. And then we have a lot of actions you can use. For example, if you go to the actions, we have the basic actions. Okay, you can add the tags, set the custom fields. You can, there is a JSON operation. You can subscribe the user to sequence, set email opt-in, SMS opt-in, talk to human support. That's the basic actions we support. Okay, this is the advanced actions. You can have the external request. If you know what is external request, is you can send the data or you can get the data back in. Okay, we have the very easy to use for you to map the response back into the custom fields. So that's external request. And what else we have as advanced? So there is a smart delay. There is a JavaScript functions. And also another awesome features is that we support multiple languages. Okay, that will be an option for you to translate everything from your in your chatbot into a different language. Okay, text on the buttons or in the flows will be all translated automatically. You can change the you can set up the translation. So, and also personas, set user menus. So this is the advanced actions. For the integrations, you can see we have the data store, Calendly, Dialogflow, Google Sheet, Shopify, and this is the mini apps. So I already show you we support the mini apps, right? So if you install the mini apps, all these will be an integration you can use directly in the flow. For example, if I want to build a checkout, I can just use Panda checkout and provide the name, the price, and then it will give me a checkout link. And then the user can start the checkout process. So that's a lot more easier. This is the notifications I already mentioned. We support email, Slack, SMS, and make the phone call to notify your customers. This is the e-commerce feature. Okay, so that's the actions. So what else is you can actually have the conditions and the split, and also the emails. Let me show you the emails. So emails, you can, after you do the integrations, you can set up the which emails you want to send. You can set up the email subject, and you can build your emails right here in this with this headline, image, and the buttons. Okay, and make it interesting is we can even track whether this emails is opened or not. Okay, if it's first opened, you can trigger next step, or you can have some delays to see if it's open or not. If it's not, you can send the reminders. So that's for the emails. Just want you to have an idea. And what else? What else? Okay, go to is just go to a different flow. So this is the main flow. You can create unlimited flows here for different type of intent. And this is the analysis part for Google Business. This is the live chat. And you have a lot of options to set up the automations here. Okay, you can also send the broadcast. So this is that will be a more of the, you need to build your chatbot here with our flow builders. And after you build that, and after you test, click this to preview in Google Maps, and then you are ready to verify your agent. Okay, so now let me show you the verified agent. So the verified agent, this one we already covered. Okay, it's a local, it's an auto verification process. What if you want to choose non-local? It's a manual process. So when you submit to verify your agent, there will be options for you to provide your business website, the contact name, and the contact email. The only thing you need to be very careful here is just use the same company email, same with this domain. Once you provide that, for the local business, it will be automatically verified. Okay, and for the non-local, you will receive emails from Google, from BM support. You will receive 2 separate emails. One email will provide with you a security key. Okay, another email is ask you to send the permission back to Google. Okay, you need to write like this email. Your name, your business, grant UChat the right to send business messages using the information specified in this email, and include your security key in that separate email. So when you reply this to Google, you need to wait up to 7 days. Okay, and then you will receive an email from Google says, okay, your agent is verified. Okay, this is a manual process. And after it's verified, you can just start launching the agent. Okay, after you launch the agent, it will take 4 to 6 hours. The chatbot will show up in Google search and in Google Maps. So that's basically the process to actually launch your chatbot. Okay, now I'm ready for if you got any questions, and I can dive in for that. So what questions do we have now? Hello, William.
Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let everybody unmute themselves, and if give me 1 second, if you have questions, just going to raise your hand and we'll let you talk. Okay, give me 1 second here. You have questions, just raise your hand and we'll get to you. Use the raise hand feature. And we also have in the bottom down there, Matt, all the other questions too, if you want to go through those.
Okay. What's the difference between local and non-local? Okay, so the local is like, for example, you have a coffee shop, right? And you only serve local business.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense for you to, to show your search result for someone in New York or something like that. So that's, most of the business, they just provide that the audience is local business. But for examples like UChat, we are a software company, right? We do not have the physical locations. We provide solutions across the customers over the world. So in that case, it's a non-local business. It's kind of, more internationally or something like that. So that is a basic sense what I'm understanding, okay? And in these two different types, the verification process is different. For non-local, it's a manual process, okay? But it do offer you more entry points. So your chat is going to show up at more places. It's not only limited to the Google Maps and the Google search. For example, your set links, and also if you have the question card or something that's showing up, your chat will also pop up. The local path, it will also pop up. But that is something Google decides, okay? UChat cannot decide where your chat will show up. That's Google decide your business, where they can show up your chats. So that's the difference of that. So let me see. Do you? Okay. What happens if they denied with the manual process? Does this affect the GMB if they deny it? I don't think so. I don't think so because if your business is already a verified business and you are sending the agent request using that
From
same,
everything I know is you just got to be a verified business. What's your verified business is anybody with a verified business can set up an agent. There's never an issue with that. A lot of times GMB people are worried about is I'm verified. Is this going to screw up my GMB in any way? Are they going to see it and knock it down? And no, because you can set up an agent without this. So the agents are something totally different.
Yeah. Yes. So what's the cost of UChat and what's the other cost required, such as a Twilio cost for using VoiceBot? So the cost of UChat, currently we run the deals with Digital Sync. I think William have the link in the group. You can click that link and go to that page to see the live deal we are running. Okay, we have the live deal for the Pro, I think is 99, and for the Pro Plus is 199, and for the agency that is 499.
Yeah, I just dropped it in there too.
Yeah, I drop the link and you can go to that deal page and see if you got any questions. So the cost for the Twilio is, you can reference. That depends on which country you are coming from. Okay, you check. They have country pricing, I think, for the SMS and for voice. So that is they are charging you. We do not add anything up on that. So you can go to Twilio and to charge the pricing for the SMS and for the phone calls. Can you have a local and a non-local agent at the same time? Yes. From Zacus, yes, they have 3 options actually. It's local, non-local. Another option is local and non-local. So, but if you have non-local in that business type, it's a manual verification process. And can you tap the Joyce? Okay, Joyce already replied. Can we record our own voice to use in the voice bot? That's a good question. Yes. And you can upload the recordings you have. And also you can use the voice maker to automatically, dynamically, generate the voice from the text. They have the much better voice like human-like voice. Okay, it's also affordable. Okay, so yeah, that's for the voice for the IVRs. Do you need to code unless you're doing something crazy specific? No. So I'm not a developer, okay, but I can do I would think it's smart advanced stuff. It's basically like, for example, when you call the phone number, I can recognize, convert your speech into a text, and then I can throw this text into Google Dialogflow to recognize the intent behind that. And then I can grab the response from Google Dialogflow, and then I will use, like the voice maker to convert that text, read out to the caller. So that's something, you do not need to be a developer. Okay, I do not code anything in my life, but we are building the tools that enable you, not a developer, to do the advanced integrations. Okay, so that doesn't need to be a developer. And okay, the people are complaining about the blurred screens. Do you, and what else question we have? You can add what you need in. Okay, Joyce is replying the. There's a lot for lazy contractors burning. Will chat be another way to manipulate the CTR? I think that's a question for you, William. I would think so. It's the chat options is kind of like what you are already having of over that business, right? You have the call, the website, and the directions, right? The message is also another options. If they click that, if they engage with that chat, I would think that increase the,
So what happens is with CTR manipulation with a chatbot, the biggest feature and the reason why I was even telling Matt I like it, for example, is I have control over them. We're sitting here talking back and forth with a client, right? Imagine you're on the phone and they go to ask me something, and I can tell them, hey, check out this latest GMB post. Anytime they check out a GMB post, anytime they share it, anytime they leave a review, anytime they ask for directions, anytime they do anything on that GMB, it's sending GMB signals to Google, which is going to affect your click-through rate manipulation. So yes, to answer you.
Yeah, also you can easy to collect the reviews in through the chatbot. You can set the delays, and then it will send them directly to the phones if they want to review your business. Only question, okay. Okay, I think that's all the questions we have now. At least I go through the contact. So if we use rank and rent, we need an agent for every GMB we have. That is terrific feature. The conversion of text into a voice bot. Do you provide tutorials on coding that? Yeah, we can definitely do we will do more live videos. We are just starting, okay? We are just launching, so we are just starting. We got a lot of awesome features want to show you guys. So you can join our Facebook group. I will share that, definitely share that for you. Will Viper be able to click around on a chatbot?
What's nothing to do with Viper? Nothing whatsoever to do with Viper.
Okay. Let me share my share our groups. groups in the chat. So if any of you guys got any questions, can join our group. We will have more lives to show you, you know, to step by step how to set up, you know, collect the leads,
They're
taking the payment,
asking, last
appointment.
question
Yeah.
for Graham was, do you have to have a separate agent for every GMB? And the answer is yes. The other question I remember I asked you is every you have normally, like for instance, if you have a Google account, this has to be connected to your UChat, that one Google account. You can't, you can't have 50 different Google accounts and all connected to the same UChat. It all has to be connected to, you know, its own Gmail account, correct?
Yes. I don't know.
Me and you had talked about this before. So you can't, in other words, if I have 10 Gmail accounts and I wanted to connect all 10 Gmail accounts to UChat, can
I? Each workspace, we call workspace, you can connect only one Gmail account.
Okay.
But in that Gmail account, you can have a lot of business.
Yeah, the problem is most rank and rent people won't do that.
Yeah.
So how many workspaces come with each UChat account?
Currently, all 3 plans is one workspace.
Okay.
Pro Plus and the agency is one workspace. But we are working on, you know, some improvement, but we are taking the feedbacks from the community. So we are working on that. So
give you an example. Most rank and rent people are really, they want one Gmail account attached to one GMB, another Gmail account attached to another GMB, another Gmail account attached to another GMB, because what happened, if Google comes along and decides to slap your ass and they see all these GMBs connected or owning all these GMBs, all of them will go down.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what the concern why they're asking that.
Okay.
Now, that being said, what I've said before to most of these people is with rank and rent, you don't have to have a separate Gmail account. You could do this. You can have a separate Gmail account for each one as an owner, and you can have one Gmail account that manages them all. That one Gmail account that manages them all is then connected to UChat and it's fine. The problem happens when I know this has nothing to do with you, Matt and Ali, but the problem happens when someone creates, let's say, 20 GMBs underneath one Gmail account as the owner. That's just idiotic. Okay, when you do that, what's going to wind up happening, and Google comes in and goes, oh, this looks like a spammy one, and this looks like a spammy one. Next thing you know, all 20 of them are gone because they've detected that you're probably doing spam or rank and rent. Now, when I set up one person owns this one, another Gmail owns this one, another Gmail owns this one, another Gmail owns this one, and then I can set up one manager across the board and I am fine. I've never had an issue. We manage thousands of these that way. Okay, so if y'all have questions regarding that, that's not a problem.
So what you're saying is, Will.
Yep.
So I had a chat with Matthew last night about this because I was confused about linking up multiple GMBs, and then he set me straight, said, right, you need to add yourself as a manager, even though,
Correct.
Yeah, it's my GMB, but set it up as a manager under my, LeadX Gmail account.
Yep.
So that's going to give me some safety, yeah?
Yep,
To do
correct.
it that way.
And that's why I was asking your question in that short yesterday too, is about, and maybe not so clearly, it's about basically manager versus owner. There's a difference between a manager versus an owner. And I'll deal with that on another short probably today too, because I'm going to be doing a lot more of those.
There was only really one instance though where an account went down, wasn't it? A guy had like hundreds, but he was legitimately managing.
I've heard of people in rank and rent specific. I've never had it happen to me. That's why I've never understood why people are so, it's like paranoid that's going to happen. but I've never had it happen. And for instance, IP addresses, same is the same question. I've verified fucking GMBs from from the Philippines. So I don't think Google checks IP addresses. I really don't. That's just my take on it. Maybe they do, maybe maybe they do. I don't know. But as far as Gmails, you should be fine with it. The whole point, what I was telling Matt, even when I was looking at this okay, guys that are into CTR and advanced stuff, think of it this way: your GMB, as many signals as I can push towards my GMB will manipulate my CTR. It will manipulate my SEO. It will manipulate my rankings. So the whole point, if you will, behind this for me, I love the rest of the UChat features, but honestly, I could give a crap as long as it's doing what I wanted to do with GMB. GMB is someone comes on there and asks a question. I can then direct them to a post. I can then direct them to give me a call. I can then send them over to directions. Whatever I want to do in the flow, I could do it automatically and thus manipulate my rankings. The same reason, think of it this way, the same reason why I'll post in a group sometime in a mass level, I'll go click on this link. Well, that link I've already done is a specific search on YouTube. I go YouTube search query, this keyword, this keyword, this keyword. Then once you've done that, click on my video. What I'm basically telling you to do is you're doing CTR. You're using this specific search, this specific query, and then clicking on this specific video, which then YouTube goes, same thing with Google, because Google owns YouTube. They literally go, oh, this is a popular video. This is the search they did to find it. It's the same thing with Google My Business with the chatbot. If you go in there and you start messaging me and say, hey, I'm looking for a roof repair, how much does it cost? And I go, hey, you should check out our special, see the post here. And they go see the post here, and then they share it or email it to themselves. Google goes, okay, this person's roofing special is doing really good. We take note of that. Okay, so yes, I mean,
one thing I want to add is Google Business Messenger actually have an option that is kind of like the Facebook Messenger. It allow you to build a ref URL that can take the user to the chats. So you can share this, link through your emails or through your other channels, and it will go to the chatbot to,
So think of it this way, because that's
chat.
another thing me and Matt had talked about. You could ideally put that on your website where it says chat with us here. They click on it and then it takes them to the GMB. Same thing I do with URL redirects. It's just a little bit more advanced. Same thing in the bottom of your email. You can have a signature. It says chat with me now. Click on that and it takes them to your GMB. Every freaking place I can put it. And then that's going to manipulate my CTR and show more and more traffic going to my GMB, which is what I want. And it looks natural because it's coming from natural sources instead of it looking like bots where everybody's just done it one time. It could be one person here, one person here, one person here, and all that adds up. So, and then Muhammad Ali, he says, you can connect unlimited GMB accounts through manager Gmail account. Yeah, this is what we were talking about. And William, going to want to hear all your ideas on how to use the UChat. Let's see here. Any other questions? Because we won't get off here. I got some appointments to go to and stuff. And what we could do is, if y'all are interested in some more training and stuff, go into the UChat group and join the UChat group, because Ollie's in there, Matt's in there and everything. And they'll answer any questions y'all may have. Realize that this is brand freaking new. So if you get in there now, and you can start putting your input in there, like, what do you want? What's some additional features? Same thing I did with my WordPress proximity plugin. Is we're still, like, today is Thursday for us, but it's Friday for me. We're coming out with new features this week too. So we're going to be dropping in on our proximity plugin now, instead of just if you are driving directions, things to do, places to go. We're also dropping in reviews as well. So, but same thing with them. They're going to be adding more and more features. So that's why you want to get in now. Because for example, you get in now, it might be, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks. And then later on, it might be 200 bucks because they got a shit ton more features. If you wait and wait and wait and wait, and then you got the, everything in there, it's going to be much more expensive. Usually is the way people do it, but not saying that's what you're going to do. I'm just saying that's what a lot of people do. If you could send me Matt, if you could email me or message me the slide share so I can put that in the back end of the group, because a lot of people will actually come in the back of the group. We got about 700 students. So, and then another almost 100,000 in the group. So, and what they'll do is over the next, month, 2 months, sometimes people will come back through there and just start ordering, and they want to watch the slide share. If you can do that for me, then send it to me on Facebook or in email. So
no problem.
And all right, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day, guys. Tomorrow, my plan is to go over schema. I know y'all have been asking about schema, so we're going over schema, and tomorrow is our last day. So, and I'm going on vacation after that. I will talk to you soon. Appreciate it,
Bye,
Matt.
guys.
Appreciate it, Ali.